The fall season reached its apex this week in the most historic weekend in UMass Boston history. With both women's volleyball and women's soccer raising the LEC titles, UMass Boston kicked off November in a huge way. After wrapping up the LEC regular season title last weekend, women's soccer was aiming for their first ever LEC tournament title in program history this past week. Saturday, the Beacons took on Keene State in the semifinals and earned a 3-0 victory behind goals from Sam Cristofaro, Krista Layden, and Taylor Andrews. Cristofaro and Andrews each finished with a goal and an assist as UMass Boston reached its second title game in 3 years. Sunday, the Beacons faced off against the only team that defeated them in the LEC regular season, Western Connecticut State. After 61 tense minutes, Taylor Andrews gave the Beacons a 1-0 lead with a left-footed strike, and UMass Boston held on to earn their first ever trip to the NCAA tournament. Sam Cristofaro was named the most outstanding player of the tournament. Winning titles is nothing new to the women's volleyball team as they were looking to finish off their four-peat in the LEC Tournament at Quincy High School. Saturday, UMass Boston faced off against 5th-seeded Rhode Island College and worked their way to a 3-set sweep. After a tense first set, UMass Boston cruised to the victory behind double-digit kills from Amber Clements and Shannon Thompson. Sunday would prove more difficult as the Beacons faced off against 3rd-seeded Keene State College. After winning the first 2 sets, UMass Boston dropped set number 3 before hoisting the hardware thanks to a 25-16 4-set win. Shannon Thompson led the way with 16 kills in the match and earned the Most Outstanding Player award for the 3rd straight year. The ice hockey season kicked off this weekend with the men's team displaying a roster with 14 new faces. Friday night, the Beacons won their first season opener in 15 years with a 4-1 win at New England College. Travis Daniels scored twice, while senior assistant captains Rob Florentino and Mike DeGrazia added 3 points each. Saturday night, the Beacons hosted St. Anselm College in their home opener in what turned out to be a dramatic affair. After going up 4-2 in the second period behind the first career goals from Mike Miller and Peter McIntyre, the Hawks scored twice late in the third period and earned the 5-4 win with the goal 31 seconds into the overtime session. The final team in action this week was women's hockey. UMass Boston earned a split in their 2 games with a huge win on the road for their first win of the year. UMB hosted number 9 Manhattanville College Friday night in their season opener and stuck with the Valiants for the first 2 periods. After holding Manhattanville scoreless for 35 minutes, the Valiants scored 4 goals in 12 minutes to break open the game. Senior captain Allie Greenberg scored the Beacons' lone goal in return from an injury that forced her to miss most of last year. The Beacons responded in a huge way Saturday as they pummeled Nichols College 6-1 in Rhode Island. Sophomore Kayla Kiernan found the back of the net twice, while Kelsey McIsaac and Emily Fetterspiel each scored their first career goals.